You know, it's me, your little boy, K. Samson. I have this message to give us. Three categories of people you should not, entertain in your life. If truly you have this mindset of becoming the best version of your own self. This may sound crazy, but the truth is bitter, I must tell you. One of them is what wasters. Ah, why? What do you mean by waster? How can you call someone a waster? How can you call someone a loser? How can you call someone a liability? Yes, there are people who are liabilities. There are people who are wasters. There are people who are what setback. There are people who are what who carry the spirit of setback. So never you attend or entertain a waster. There was a place that I worked in years back. So while I was working with these my friends, we all work, and you don't tell an adult on how to spend their resources. They are the one that will decide on how to do it. So one day, after working like 2 months, 1 month, and some months over there, some of my friends start to notice that I don't buy clothes expensive. I don't buy shoe expensive. The only thing that if they enter my room, the only thing they see is just full stuff. I don't waste money to buy what shoe and all those stuff, because where am I going? Who am I going to attend? Who am I going to visit? There is no place. So why will I be wasting money? And many of them start to tell me, you don't buy something good for your body. You don't buy clothes. You don't buy this. I said it's a waste of money. Why? Because I know what I have gone through, the energy and time that I have put in to get it. And some of my friends, sorry that I will not call name. So some of my friends, anytime they pay them money, because sometimes I do used to spend like 10 minutes, to get, like, thinking that they will bring something relevant like business and all those stuff. Some of them will be saying, now I have received my salary, then I want to carry what a lady, I want to book a lady either from France, from here, from there. Then they will divide the money. If it is like 1,200, some of them will divide it. They will take 600 euro. They will use like 300 to book if a lot of things. Invite girl. The girl will spend like 1 week, 2 weeks. And when the money is done, they will start afresh. And I noticed that anytime they pay us, they always do this, which is called what wasters. And some of them will go to a place where even white, and let me say a place where even the Italy people don't even risk to go. Some of them will go there to be buying expensive stuff, markers, etc. Why? Because they want to impress people. They want people to see them as if they are rich when they have not yet arrived. So be careful of wasters. Don't attempt them. They will never allow you to accomplish your purpose. It does not matter the prayer you pray, because there are things that you may pray for, but you are the one that do or that play yourself into. So there are some certain prayer you can pray yourself out because you have already play yourself in. You don't need a pastor. You just need to cut people off. Another categories of people you should not entertain are what are distractors. Distraction. People who carry the spirit of distraction. Because let's just be real, there are people whom you will give information, this is the business I want to start. All that they will be doing is to distract you. They'll be telling you how many people that fail. Some of them will be telling you, you don't have a good camera, you don't have this, you don't have a shop yet, you don't have a good, this. You need to allow people to, to do the. They'll be giving you different excuses. These are the categories of people you have to cut off. I can remember when I started up my YouTube channel, there was a friend of mine that dropped a very heartbreaking comment. The moment I read the comment, someone like me that have never shed tears apart from tears of joy, I was heartbroken that day. I said, how could a friend of mine drop this kind of unexpected comment? Not the one that my friends are telling me, these things, look at the cloth you are, because then I was shooting a comedy. If you have not watched my comedy, go and watch it. I was posting comedy and all those stuff, and it take a lot of time, energy to do or to create what comedy. And this my friend dropped this comment. I was so hard. And I look at him, I look at the comment, I pick my phone and called him. I say, why will you do this? Why? You that's supposed to inspire me, motivate me, you drop this kind, a very harsh comment. He was laughing, and I cut the call. So you have to cut people off. Don't entertain with distractors. Another categories of people you should not entertain are people who don't have a goal, purpose, nor vision. Yes, this may sound crazy. Yes, there are people who don't have a vision in their life. I'm not talking about you being an influencer, famous, no. One of my friends who brought me here where I am living right now, he always tell me that if I go back to Africa, I will become a farmer. I look at him, I say, that is a great word, vision. That is a great purpose. That is a great dream. And I tell him one day, likewise me, if I go back to Africa, if I decide to relocate to Africa, there is nothing else I will do, because I have fully come to discover that where money is on earth and what you can do to live a good life is what is agriculture. And we discuss this every day. So don't stay or entertain people who don't have a vision. They will rule your life. They will disconnect you, distract you, frustrate you, because people who don't know how to build will never allow you to build. People who don't know how to arrange will never allow you to arrange, whether you pray, because there are certain things you don't need a prayer. You just need to watch your circle. Look at it. If I am going for an occasion now, I decide to pick a cloth, and I notice that the cloth I'm wearing is not good. Maybe it's a farm cloth, or it's a cloth that I do use to go work with and all those stuff, and I decide to put in. I will not expect someone not to embarrass me. I will not expect someone not to look me with a funny eye. So the way you prepare your table is the way you ought to see it. So there are some people you ought not to entertain in your life. There are some people you ought not. I can remember when I was in school, I cut a lot of my friends off, to the point where many of them start to tell me, why you don't longer talk to us, why you don't longer, call us, pick our call, do nothing, because everything they always talk about is about what? Ladies. How to date, how to use ladies, how to make sure they collect money from them. And I do used to ask them, does that mean God made a mistake of giving you umendula obrakata, or giving you hands, giving you leg, giving you eye, giving you brain to imagine and think what to do? And the moment I noticed that they are not ready to change their vision of their ways of visioning things or seeing things, I cut them off. And many of them become angry, but I don't give a damn about their anger or their nervous. Why? Because it is better to build, to better your own life, than to to please people who can never be pleased. So there are people you ought not to build with, associate with, or keep with, if truly you want to live a good life. Remain blessed.